bookcases installed, and actually these are not antiques. These are modern. Something that Miss Morgan had built in.
비바람 몰아쳐도
미국 여행 친구 미벗.
비가 와도 가겠습니다. 온라인 매장이
Minutes after 10, 15 minutes or 5 minutes. To the left, you're going to board at gate number 3.
Oh,
Yes, key here, you put these on each other's wrists. All right? Movie included.
yes. 근데 뭔가 되게 웃겨.
앞서?
레몬바?
아니.
그럼
제발. 어디 앉을래?
아까 안 짜네.
출발.
Ask that you not touch anything up here on the hilltop. Everything here is part of the collection. And also, once you're inside the house, just remain on the gray tour carpet throughout.
이게 무슨 집이야? 미쳤네. 진짜 돌았네.
아, 못 쓰겠어. 빨리 이러.
Alright, a few of you. Alright, welcome back. Thanks for coming today.
비바람 몰아쳐도
He started building here, this home, this whole estate, when he was 56 years old. He inherited the land from his father to build a vacation home here on the hilltop, and with the people that he invited here were people that. So just remember to stay on the gray tour carpet. Thank you. And folks, you can feel free to ask questions anytime. Just go ahead and interrupt me or ask me a question if you have one. Now, Mr. Hearst camping trips are a little bit different than the ones I've ever been on. If you were here and going on one of Mr. Hearst's trips, you would have a mule. A couple more people in there, right?
미쳤네.
Looking at right here, Mr. Hearst. It's very small, so we're not going to fit. And you can see inside, it's actually designed after a confessional.
미쳤네.
Would you like to read?
Not to this extent.
Okay, well, I'll bet you, because Mr. Hearst did have 4,000 books in this room, and the subjects range anywhere from art to architecture to religion to politics to garden. Paris, called the School of Fine Arts, for her architecture certificate. That it's hanging in a different way than all the other paintings in the room. It is actually bolted to the wall. So that tells you it's pretty valuable. We believe to be done by the artist Duccio. He was a very famous painter from Italy. And we've had it evaluated for authenticity. If not by Duccio himself, probably by the School of Duccio. It was a collaboration of their efforts. So Marion Davies was a warm and friendly person. She was 30-something years younger than Mr. Hearst. And she starred in 29 silent movies before she made the transition to talkies. So a lot of the friends, after the movies in the evening, Mr. Hearst always is came back upstairs to do some more work in his private study. Let's head in there. But Mr. Hearst liked to come up here and work alone. I mentioned that he came up here at night after the movie. Some rooms that belonged to one of the Vanderbilts, and that house needed some renovations. It also needed to be decorated, and it needed to be furnished with art and furniture that may have come from Europe as well, just like what you see here. Mr. Hearst was involved in that, like what you see here. And he was doing renovations on those places as well. He also owned a million acres down in Mexico, a ranch that he also wanted to for those books that he inherited from his mother. Right underneath these, the bookcases are his collection of, a lot of these are drinking reservoirs. So a gossip columnist named Hedda Hopper stayed in this room. She said this room was like a jewel box with walls of hanging gold brocade. And she could have closed up these curtains if she wanted to and made it all feel like she was enclosed in gold. The grills that you see, these that are part of these arched window areas, these were also designed by Julia Morgan, as was the ceiling, which is the same ceiling that was from the other room that we just saw in the sitting room.
It's more like a public area.
Thank you. California state parks. All right. Some of you have another tour.
우와, 미쳤는데.
여긴 것 같은데, 왠지.
아, 차가. 물 떨어져.
엄청 떨어져. 이런 데서 수영하면 약간 로마 축제 같은 느낌이야.
와, 진짜 이 넓은데.
근데 너무 깊어, 수영장이.
그러게.
나는 빠지면 울 것 같아. 구해달라고 막 그럴까. 너무 깊어. 이거 너무 좋았다.
어? 30불? 아, 이런 거 정말 집에 걸어놔도 이쁘겠다. 이거 10불. 이건 10불인데? 5불이야?
마구나니
살짝 부려요. 올.
뺏을까봐 못 건네겠어.
진짜. 이런 것도 이쁘다.
모음집이네, 모음.
아, 이런 것도 이쁘다.
이거 예쁘네.
이거 예쁘다.
That was going to be $12.87. There's that. And receipt. Thank you.
근데 막 여기 걸로 특별한 건 없는 것 같아.
가자. 이제 정말
다음 영상이 궁금하다면 구독 그리고 좋아요 눌러주세요.